All right, turning to weather again, Florida's governor activating the National Guard as the state prepares for Idalia. Meanwhile, President Biden approved an emergency declaration, and Georgia and South Carolina have declared states of emergency there as you look live. Meteorologist Aimee Wilmoth is tracking the storm as it moves from Florida up the east coast to North Carolina. Aimee, tell us what you're experiencing now. Any wind?
Things are really quiet here right now, Lena. We've had winds. I have this handy tool, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. We were actually able to fly the drone and get some footage earlier. So really things are not okay, but we're about to probably get one of those outer rain bands within the next hour to an hour and a half. We're here in Cedar Key, Florida. We will not be riding out the storm here. As Lena mentioned, we're going to follow it as it moves into North Carolina. One of the reasons we're not going to stay here, this spot right here is probably going to be underwater this time tomorrow, maybe even as early as tomorrow morning. Right now, the sea level, the water level from where we are down about 4 feet. The forecast for the storm surge here, anywhere from 10 to 15 feet. I spoke to one local resident. Her family owns the restaurant here that's right on the water, and she says some of her family is planning to stay.
This is, like I said, their livelihood, and anyone that needs medical attention or anything, they understand that no one's coming. But so it's a very limited, select group of my family that's going to be staying behind, and I know there's going to be limited things that they can do, but their heart is here.
And Vinny, the photojournalist that came with me, he's zooming in on that restaurant that they are still boarding up, making very last minute preparations as Idalia gets closer and closer. The chef here, one of the owners, is going to stay. He's one of the ones that's physically putting the boards on the building. Certainly a rough time here. It looks like this path could be similar to Hermine back in 2016. Hermine was a Category 1. This is forecast to be a Category 3. The storm surge could be twice what they saw back with Hermine. So it's going to be a tough situation here. As I mentioned, we're not staying here. We're headed inland later on tonight to stay away from the storm surge that's going to happen here. Coming up in a little bit, Campbell is going to have an updated look at the local forecast totals for our area.
All right. It's certainly smart to move out of its path. Meteorologist Aimee Wilmoth reporting live for us in Florida. Thank you for that preview.